We're gonna show these hoes, bitches, whatever. We're gonna show them how we fight. Who's that?
The crowd rises to their feet for these women, warriors. Can you hear them scream your name? Feel it raise your heartbeat. Are you ready? Some will bow and some will break. Not everyone has what it takes to be a part of the elite. We are the chosen. We are the beautiful, indestructible. You're in us.
You're looking at beautiful downtown Philadelphia, Pennsylvania for LFL Saturday Night Football. Hello, LFL Nation, and thanks so much for joining us alongside Bobby Huco, the former Florida Gator quarterback. I'm Van Earl Wright. And Bobby, we are in for a treat tonight. Two of the more powerful teams in the whole league, Philly and Jacksonville, colliding yet again. They've met 6 times over the past few years, and this is quickly becoming a very intense rivalry.
Having coached in the East, I'm very familiar with both teams. This might be their biggest matchup ever. They're both desperate for a win. Jacksonville probably had the biggest upset loss in the history of the LFL, losing to number 12, Omaha. And on the other side, Philadelphia lost in Baltimore. They both have a playoff chance, but they have to win tonight. Should be fun, Van Earl.
Big concern for Jacksonville tonight regarding their quarterback, KK Matheny. She really took a beating in that loss to Omaha, suffering a concussion. So for more on her status for tonight's game, we send you down to the field and the third member of our broadcast team, Mitch Mortazza.
All right, guys, welcome down to the field. Yes, this is a huge monster matchup. Obviously, we've got Jacksonville, we've got Philadelphia, and when you look at these two teams, the most important element is quarterback play, as in most forms of football, but especially here. The fear that KK Matheny from Jacksonville would not be playing tonight is gone. She is cleared. She's out on the field here behind me, warming up as we speak. Obviously, that's a big development in this game. She brings leadership, a strong arm, and somebody that can compete with Christy Bell of Philadelphia. So, all you Jacksonville fans, rest assured she's going to be out there. Obviously, it's going to make for that much better game for all the fans. Back to you guys up top.
We're back at PPL Park. Before we kick it off, let's go back down to the field and Mitchell Mortazza, who's with one of the veterans of the Philadelphia Passion.
All right, guys, the scene is definitely set down here. We are no longer in Trenton, Dorothy. We are in Philadelphia, which a lot of this team wanted to do. They wanted the opportunity to play here in their own backyard in their city of Philadelphia. And I've got one of the true veterans dating back to 2009, Miss Lauren LaBella. How does it feel to finally be in your city and get ready to play the monster that is Jacksonville?
Our city, our house, our time. This is what we've been waiting for. Everything's on the line tonight. We gotta take this game. This is ours. Our city. Let's go this time.
Well, best of luck. I know you earned the opportunity to play on this field, so best of luck tonight, okay? All right, guys, there you go. The monsters of the East are about to clash. Back to you guys.
One of the best veterans Philly's ever had, Lauren LaBella, and what a field. This field is absolutely beautiful. What a place to play in Philadelphia.
Beautiful arena and a great setting for a renewal of one of the most intense rivalries in all of the LFL. Lindsay Nadonley with kicking duties for the home team. Booting it away. Sheltrice Turner is back for the Breeze. Takes it at her 1. Waiting, pausing. Oh, she is off and running. Look at her go! Touchdown on the opening kickoff for the Jacksonville Breeze, and Sheltrice Turner, a return of 49 yards.
Unbelievable, a middle return. Look at the wheels on Turner. Jacksonville, you think they're a little upset after that loss to Omaha, Van Earl?
Man alive, what a fantastic start for the road team. KK Matheny and the Jacksonville offense huddling up for the conversion after the score. but the Breeze could not have drawn it up any better to get over that devastating loss to Omaha by scoring on the opening kickoff return. Jacksonville lined up for the conversion. Oh, the bobble of the handoff to Lauren Ziegler. She comes up short as Jacksonville maintains the 6-0 lead.
Van Earl, that's Jacksonville's problem. They get a big play, and then they miscommunicate like that.
Now Philly's offense will take the field. Let's meet the starters offensively for the Passion.
Megan Lawrence, tight end.
Natasha Dragon Richardson, tight end.
Lauren Labella, tight end.
Lindsay Nadonley, wide receiver.
Megan Larson, wide receiver.
Mary Rose Roach, running back.
Christy Bell, quarterback.
The key tonight's Christy Bell. She's won some big games, but she also lost the championship games too, Van Earl.
On 1st and 10, the handoff to Mary Rose Roach. Lots of running room on the right side. Great first offensive play for the Passion. Out to the 19-yard line, a gain of 16 yards.
Mary Rose Roach is just a monster running back. A basic dive right. She cuts left, comes back outside, 15 yards. She's showing no signs of that neck injury. Great run by Roach.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Passion. Already into Jacksonville territory. 19 yards away from the end zone. Now, the handoff again to Roach. Working the right side, finding more running room down to the 12-yard line. A gain of 7 yards.
Coach Lance Smith, his game plan tonight is give the ball to Roach as many times as possible. Misdirection, the whole line's coming left. She cuts it back on her own to the right and still gets 7 yards, Van Earl. Great run.
I tell you, I'm loving this arena here at PPL Park. This is great. The Passion loves it. We'll see if it gives them a big advantage tonight against their Eastern Conference rival. 2nd and 3 from the 12-yard line. Now the pitch this time to Roach, left side, and stopped pretty quickly by Tara Richardson, a gain of only 1 yard. Let's meet the starters defensively for the Breeze.
Sierra McMillan, cornerback.
Jocelyn Williams, cornerback. Tina Wadowski, linebacker.
Angie Williams, linebacker.
Sage Steinmetz, linebacker.
Rin Renda, free safety.
Adrian Purnell, strong safety.
The key tonight is they're all fantasy players, Lauren Ziegler and Adrian Purnell. They have to stop the Roach.
Again, they give it to the Roach, working the right side that time. On 3rd and 2, she picks up the first down, gets it down to the 3-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Passion on their first offensive possession.
Jacksonville head coach Yo Murphy, he has a spy system. He has 3 of the defenders going after Roach tonight. Tara Richardson is going to be all over the Roach, hopefully, for tonight for Jacksonville.
Adrian Purnell and Sage Steinmetz right there, 2 key players for the Jacksonville defense. It's 1st and goal on the 3-yard line for the Passion. The handoff to Roach, and met immediately, no gain. Wojcicki on the stop. So again, it'll be 2nd and goal, still from the 3-yard line.
That's that spy defensive scheme that Yo Murphy put in with Wojcicki with a great play right there that's going to force the ball to be in Christy Bell's hands, Van Earl.
Right now, the Passion doing a great job of answering Jacksonville's first score of the game. If you joined us late, Jeltrice Turner returned the opening kickoff for a score. 2nd and goal for the Passion. Oh, the fumbled pitch by Bell. Ball is loose on the field.
That's like a scrum, Van Earl. It's like a fight. The strongest girl is going to get the ball.
Still fighting for possession. There is the signal right there from our referee. Jacksonville recovers the fumble and takes over as Philadelphia misses out on a golden opportunity right there on the doorstep of scoring, and sloppy play in the backfield. Lauren Ziegler credited with the recovery. Let's meet the starters offensively for the Jacksonville Breeze.
Sammy Nevin, tight end. Tina Wadowski, center. Adrian Purnell, tight end.
Rin Renda, wide receiver. Angie Williams, tight end.
Sage Steinmetz, running back. KK McKinney, your quarterback.
KK Matheny coming off that concussion. We'll see how it affects the offense tonight.
1st and 10 for the Breeze. The handoff to Steinmetz, working the left side out to the 14-yard line before taken down and stopped by Perfetto. Here are the starters defensively for the Passion.
Crystal Gibson, cornerback.
Natasha Dragon Richardson, linebacker.
Star Wright, linebacker.
Angela Buffetto, middle linebacker.
Courtney Larson, cornerback.
Mary Rose Roach, safety. Heather Perez, strong safety.
The key tonight's going to be the safeties. You got the veteran Heather Perez and the rookie Megan Larson. We'll see how they play, Vanderbilt.
2nd and 9 for Matheny in the breeze. The inside handoff to Adrian Purnell, and she is off. She is gone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Wow.
Adrian Purnell, we know her as an awesome defensive player, but as a runner, look at this. Right up the middle, right through the heart of the Philly defense. Unbelievable. 2 scores already for Jacksonville.
36-yard touchdown romp for Adrian Purnell. Wow, Jacksonville is rocking and rolling and looking like they're fully recovered after that huge loss they suffered a few weeks back to Omaha. Here comes the conversion. The handoff to Turner left side, and she's in there easily. It's a 13-0 Jacksonville Breeze ball game. The scoring drive, only 2 plays.
What a combination of backs that Yo Murphy has. Sheltrice Turner, she's unbelievable. You got Adrian Purnell, who's great, and then you got Sage Steinmetz, who I think is one of the best in the league.
Christy Bell and the Philly offense definitely needs to answer now. Already down 2 scores, and we're not even done with the first quarter. Bell in the shotgun formation. Looking to throw, looking on the right side. Caught, complete to Megan Larson. Big gain down to the Jacksonville 15-yard line. A first down for the Passion.
That's what Coach Smith wants to do. Watch this protection right there for Christy Bell. 3-step drop, a little skinny post. Great pass by Christy into coverage, but you can't touch that ball with a perfect pass by Bell.
20-yard gain for the Passion on that very successfully executed pass play. Lauren Ziegler and the Jacksonville defense being challenged by Christy Bell right now.
Christy Bell's a great game manager. See right there, she's got 8 touchdowns and only 2 interceptions, Vanderbilt.
1st and 10 for the Passion, 15 yards away from the end zone. The pitch to Roach, avoiding a tackle for a loss. Still fighting for yards on the right side. Boy, she made a lot out of nothing. Picked up only 2 yards, but a positive play.
What a motor. Watch her legs, Vanderbilt. Great running backs. They keep their legs moving. Roach ran through 4 players. Not a big gain, but that's a lesson to everybody. Keep the legs going.
Approaching the final 30 seconds of this first quarter. Philly on the move. 2nd and 8. Working from the Jacksonville 13-yard line. Bell underneath center. The pitch to Roach, left side. And taken down immediately by Purnell. And that should bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Adrian Purnell is a baller. Not many players can bring down Mary Rose Roach by themselves. Philly has to come up with some points right here. They can't let this drive go.
No doubt about that, Bobby Huco. We have reached the end of one. The home team is on the move. They are trailing 13-0 to the visitors from Jacksonville. Back in Chester, Pennsylvania. We've switched ends of the field. Christy Bell and the Passion trying to get it into the end zone. Facing a 3rd and 8 from the 13-yard line. Bell looking right side, complete to Roach. Down to the 3-yard line, good enough for a first down for the Passion.
Christy Bell looks like a different quarterback with this system that Coach Smith put in. Look at her. Look at her poise in the pocket. She takes what the defense gives you. It's a double hook. Maria Rose Roach comes over, actually steals the ball, but great pass by Christy Bell.
Now a 1st and goal from the 3-yard line for the Philadelphia Passion. Roach takes the handoff, left side, trying to squeeze it into the end zone. Stopped short. They're marking it at the 1-yard line, so a gain of 2 yards.
A great speed rush by the whole defensive line of Jacksonville. Mary Rose Roach looks a little tired right now. I've never seen her. This might be the injury showing a little effects right now.
Just underway in the second quarter, and the Roach showing some fatigue. You're right, Bobby, that is a surprise. 2nd and goal for the Passion from the 1-yard line. Christy Bell with play instructions. Handoff to Roach. Oh, taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss. Tara Richardson with a great play defensively for Jacksonville.
Coach Smith might have to give her a break. Jacksonville's defensive line is all over Philadelphia right now, and the Roach does look tired, Van Earl. She might need a break. On the other side, Jacksonville's looking good, led by Adrian Purnell, the complete player in her third year. 4 interceptions, leading the LFL, and 5.5 tackles.
Number 18 in white is a beast. Christy Bell back to throw on 3rd and goal. Complete to Roach. She's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia Passion.
What a catch by Mary Rose Roach. That ball looked like it was over her head out of the backfield. Somehow she spears it and then carries the defense in the end zone. Watch this. She spears it. A one-handed catch. Ball slips out of Bell's hand a little bit, brings it in. 1, 2. Well, was she in, Van Earl? Close. It was really close.
Oh, I thought she was in. Referee said touchdown Passion. Now they're lining up for the conversion after the score. And finally, these Philly fans have something to cheer about. Roach in the backfield takes the pitch, left side. She's in there. The conversion is good. And the Passion cuts Jacksonville's lead to 6 points. A 7-play, 35-yard scoring drive that took over a little more than 4 minutes as the Passion finally get on the board.
Mary Rose Roach right there looks winded. Coach Lance Smith, he's going to have to put the ball in Christy Bell's hand and throw the ball more.
He has really been riding Roach so far, and she is already showing a lot of fatigue. Now Jacksonville's turn with 5.5 left in the first half. On 1st and 10, the handoff to Turner, right side. Lots of room. Good game. A first down for Jacksonville before Larson and Wright come in to stop Turner.
A nice new wrinkle that Coach Yo Murphy put in there. He brings Sage Steinmetz up right at the line of scrimmage. She shimmers down the line, becomes the 4th lineman for Jacksonville. I like Yo Murphy, what he's doing against Philly's defensive line.
An 11-yard run by Sheltrace Turner produces a first down and puts the Breeze into Philly territory. 1st and 10. Matheny, the pitch, the option pitch to Lauren Ziegler left side. Positive play for the Breeze. Down to the 18-yard line. Some extra after the whistle, but a gain of 6 yards for Ziegler.
With these two teams, they hate each other. There's going to be some fights. I formation, a straight dive option. Not a whole lot there. I like the new wrinkle again by Coach Murphy, but Crystal Gibson was there to stop that option.
Big hit by Crystal Gibson on Lauren Ziegler on that last play. 2nd and 4 for the Breeze. Approaching the 4-minute mark of the second quarter. Matheny still working under center. Steinmetz in motion. Matheny, the little hitch pass complete to Bryn Rinda. Another positive play for the Breeze. Down to the 11-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
That same motion by Sage Steinmetz to the left, it becomes a tunnel screen to the left, and she hits Bryn Rinda, her favorite receiver, and they're moving again. KK Matheny's got it going.
Absolutely. Matheny and the Jacksonville offense definitely looks good and obviously much improved from their last outing. Jacksonville with a 6-point lead and on the move yet again. Matheny now working in the shotgun. Good snap and the handoff to Steinmetz right side. Breaks one tackle, runs through a second tackler and gets it down close to the end zone. A gain of 5 yards down to the 6-yard line.
Matheny fakes a quick screen, hands it off inside to Steinmetz. She does that north to south running, which I love, which always gets you 5 yards. Jacksonville has always had that mixed offense, Van Earl. Pass, run. Philly's never had it. They're trying to get it this year.
It'll be a 2nd and 5 for the Breeze. Late in the second quarter, Jacksonville trying to add to their 6-point lead. Shotgun snap and the handoff to Ziegler left side, but oh man, is she met and taken down hard. Megan Larson and then Profetto came in to clean it up.
What a great form tackle by Megan Larson.
That was a beautifully executed tackle. Hey, let's listen in to the hit.
Man, Earl, I'm telling you, I've been involved in this league 4 years. That's the best form tackle I've seen yet.
Beautifully done by Megan Larson. 3rd and 4 for Matheny and the Breeze. Working from the 5-yard line, the shotgun snap, play action. Matheny looking to throw. Incomplete, intended for Purnell.
Man, Earl, that should have been 6 points. A big drop by Purnell right there. That's been Jacksonville's problem all year. They get down the goal line and they make mistakes like that. That's 6.
Perfetto and the Philly defense trying to keep the Breeze out of the end zone. What a big hit by Megan Larson on Lauren Ziegler. Back in Chester, Pennsylvania. 1:58 remaining here in the first half. Jacksonville on the doorstep, trying to get it into the end zone for their 3rd score of the game. Perfetto and the Philly defenders trying to get the crowd behind them. Matheny in the shotgun formation, taking the snap. Play action, looking to throw, right side. Chase out of the pocket, throws it in desperation. Oh, the bouncing ball, and it's picked off by Megan Larson in the end zone. She will go down in the end zone, but ruled a touchback. Not a very good decision by KK Matheny.
Van Earl, that might be one reason why Jacksonville won't be in a championship game. KK Matheny keeps making mistakes like that, throwing the ball up instead of just tucking it in herself, putting it up and intercepted. Unbelievable mistake again by Jacksonville.
Boy, they missed out on a golden opportunity. 1:43 left for Christy Bell in the Passion offense to get on the board for a second time. Bell going for it, but way overthrown, intended for Lindsay Nadamla.
I love Coach Smith and his high-low system, though. This is like the old Oakland Raiders. Throw it deep or look underneath. A vertical passing game. Philly looks good on this offense.
Incompletion stops the clock. Plenty of time here for the Passion to get it in the end zone for a second time. Christy Bell looking to throw again. And complete to Heather Roy. Good run after the catch. A first down for the Passion. A gain of 15 yards on the pass play.
It's good to see Heather Roy back in action right here. Good protection again. The ball's tipped. Heather Roy comes up with it, makes a good juke, turns outside, carrying people down the field. Philly could score before halftime.
Heather Roy, a big tight end, Bobby.
Having her back in the lineup is going to be unbelievable for Christy Bell. She's a solid 160-pound, big tight end from Sayersville, New Jersey. This offense is going to be so much better with her in there.
5'10" tall. That's a big target for quarterback Christy Bell. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Pass intended for Nadamli on the left side, knocked down by a Jacksonville defender.
Van Earl, I love the way the Philly offensive line is protecting Christy Bell. The pocket she has tonight is great for a quarterback. She has all kind of time. I love this new offense by Coach Smith.
77 seconds remain in the first half. Christy Bell looking to throw again, scrambling around, throwing it up as she hit. Oh, it's picked off. Lauren Ziegler with the interception for Jacksonville. Man, Bell got hit just as she was releasing that throw, and Ziegler was right there at the right time.
Christy Bell should have hung on to the ball. Watch this, Van Earl. She gets protection. She steps up like a great quarterback. Watch it step up, but then don't throw it. Take the sack right there. You have over a minute left, and now you give the ball back to Jacksonville. Take the sack.
So with 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining in the first half, Jacksonville now gets another opportunity. They turned it over on their last possession as Matheny was picked off. And now they get another opportunity thanks to Christy Bell's interception.
Both of these quarterbacks are in the same position. They've never won the Legends Cup or LFL championship. KK Matheny's trying to get there. Christy Bell's played in 2 championship games, but she's never won the title. Let's see who can step up tonight.
1st and 10 for the Breeze, working from the 17-yard line. Matheny throwing it down the right sideline. Out of bounds, looks like it was intended for Horinda. Perfetta there harassing Matheny on her throw.
Renda was there. KK Matheny was too late. She threw it too late. Renda was already out of her break. You got to throw it right when she's making the break. Matheny was too late. Should have been a completion right there, Vanderl.
Courtney Larson and the Passion defenders trying to keep Jacksonville out of the end zone. 53 seconds remain here in the first half.
This is the type of drive that makes a good quarterback a great quarterback. You're playing in hostile territory in Philadelphia. 53 seconds left in the half. Let's see what happens.
But then he takes the shotgun snap, goes deep downfield, wobbly throw, way off the mark. I think she was trying to complete it to Steinmetz, but no defender or no receiver very close by to that throw.
I think it slipped off her hand, Vanderl. That was a horrible wounded duck pass out there. Nobody was there. I think it just slipped off the KK's hand.
Well, you just said it, Bobby. You know, this is a situation where Matheny really needs to step up, and so far, these first 2 downs, not very good throws.
Vanderl, you got to wonder. She's coming off that concussion injury. I wonder if it's lingering from last game because that last pass wasn't there.
3rd and 10 for the Breeze. Matheny takes the shotgun snap again, looking to throw, left side, complete. Caught by Bryn Renda. Down to the Philadelphia 24-yard line, a gain of 9 yards. Hurry up offense for the Breeze as the clock continues to run, but they're facing a 4th and 1. Handoff inside to Steinmetz. Great run by Steinmetz. Such a bull through the middle of the line. Picks up, oh no! She fumbled the ball, and the Passion players say they have recovered.
Wow, I can't believe it. Sage Steinmetz has great hands, and she lost the ball at the end of the run. Watch this, Sage Steinmetz, she covers up. Right there, she gets stripped. Gang tackling by Philadelphia, which they're supposed to do. Great defenses do that, and Philly gets the ball, Van Earl.
It was definitely a fumble, so once again, Christy Bell and the Passion have an opportunity here before halftime. Bell takes the shotgun snap on 1st and 10. Over the middle, incomplete just beyond the hands of Lindsay Nadonley.
That should have been a touchdown, Vanner. All kinds of time. Nadonley wide open, put a little bit of air under it, Christy, and that's 6 points. Wow, that's points off the board for Philly.
One more opportunity here for Philly. 4.5 seconds remain before halftime. High snap to Bell, looking right side, complete to Larson, hit immediately, and then taken down as time expires here in the first half. Oh, look at Steinmetz. Not caring for that help, still frustrated over fumbling that football. Mitch Mortazza is down on the field with Adrian Purnell.
All right, guys, down to the field. Looks like Breeze have got their swagger back a little bit here on the road, 13-7. Talk to us about what's happening in the first half here, Adrian.
We're just being aggressive like we're supposed to be in the Omaha game. We got our line back and we're good. We're ready.
Okay. How's KK feeling out there? Obviously, she's coming off the concussion. Is she playing with confidence?
Oh, yeah, she's making the throw she's supposed to make. She's overthrowing a little anxiety. It's cool. We got this.
Well, best of luck in the second half, though. Okay. All right, guys. That's a fired-up Adrian Purnell. We'll see how it pans out for him in the second half. Back to you guys.
The Steinmetz fumble, one of many missed opportunities for both clubs. Jacksonville leads at halftime, 13-7. Philly quarterback Christy Bell very frustrated with her teammates' lack of execution here in the first half, huh?
Absolutely, Van Earl. As a quarterback, you have to be the voice of the team, and she's doing that in the locker room right now, telling her teammates what they have to do in the second half. They're playing okay. She's been sharp. Mary Rose Roach is playing good, but their special teams, the opening kickoff, coast to coast for a touchdown. Adrian Purnell, 36 yards for a touchdown. And then herself, Christy Bell, misses Lindsay Nadonley for 6 points right before halftime. They got to be sharper in the second half, Van Earl.
Outside of the big play, Jacksonville has been relatively quiet.
Their offense has to execute better. KK Matheny's coming off that concussion. She needs to get on target to her go-to receiver, Bryn Renda. Those two have to get together in the second half. In the first half hour, Sage Steinmetz looks great. She has the Philly defense back on her heels with her north-south running. She looks great.
For one of these teams, the playoffs, their season, coming down to this final half. Kickoff to the second half is next. We are back, and there's a look at beautiful downtown Philadelphia. Before we kick it off here in the second half, let's take a look at the numbers from the two quarterbacks, Bobby.
Van Earl, both quarterbacks played good in the first half, but Christy Bell, Lance Smith, has put the offense in her hands. Now it's a balanced attack. She looked great in the first half.
Speaking of Lance Smith, he is down on the field with our Mitchell Mortazam.
All right, guys, back to the start of the second half here in Philadelphia. I'm with head coach Lance Smith, who's obviously the newly named head coach coming to the new stadium, playing against the Jacksonville Breeze and down at the half. What do we have to do in the second half to make up the 6 points? We got to play football. We were not good in the first quarter. We saw what happened in the second quarter. We got a little more comfortable. We matched their intensity. And we didn't be able to get the ball moving. And it's life is smart. So we continue to do that as a team together. Play football. Remember why we can't fit in this game. The passing game seems to be on and off for the past couple of weeks. I know we missed an opportunity there right before the half with Christy Bell missing the receiver in the corner of the end zone. What's happening with the passing game? Do we expect to go back more to Mary Rose Roach in the second half? We're going to do everything. We got a lot of talent to utilize. The best way to really keep the defense is by utilizing your talent. So even still put the pass out, there's an open running game and vice versa. Excellent. Listen, best of luck in the second half, coach. Okay. All right, guys, there you go. They've got a big hill ahead of them here. 6 points. Back to you guys.
Van Earl, the big thing might be that Christy Bell has new receivers this year. She's not Nadali right there, but she had, obviously, Heather Roy, but she had Perfetto, she had Peronis last year. She's a new crop of receivers she has to get used to. That should have been 6 points right before halftime.
Phillies possession to open the second half. 1st and 10 and a complete pass to Mary Rose Roach on the right side. Good gain. Good enough for a first down out to the Jacksonville 22-yard line.
Notice how balanced the Philadelphia offense is now. Roach has 47 yards rushing, 25 receiving, 72 all-purpose. So that's solid, but now you got Christy Bell throwing the ball. They look good, Van Earl.
Steinmetz and the rest of the Jacksonville defense, along with Adrian Purnell, trying to slow down Philly. Well, that's Megan Larson in a Wildcat formation, taking the direct snap and picking up some yards on the left side. Larson lined up at quarterback that time as Purnell goes off the field a little shaken up.
I hope that's not serious, Van Earl. That's their #1 defensive player right there. She's a strong safety, but she's not really responsible for deep passes. She's responsible to stop the Roach. And with her out, I don't know if they can stop the Roach.
Gotta wonder if Christy Bell and the Philly offense knows that Purnell is off the field. Bell takes the shotgun snap. Moves around to the left, going deep for Nadonley and caught! But caught out of the end zone. Pass ruled incomplete. Another missed opportunity.
It was actually a great read by Christy Bell. She found Nadonley on a post pattern, deep, open, but she had to step up in the pocket. The extra step let Nadonley get out of the back of the end zone. It should have been 6, but you know what? Didn't happen again.
3rd and 5 for Philly. Opening possession of the second half. Shotgun snap to Bell. Stepping up in the pocket, tucking and running, right side, lots of running room. Oh, all the way, oh, she might be in there. Might be in for the touchdown. No, they're marking it at the 1-yard line. Good improvisation by the Philly quarterback.
What a downfield block by Heather Roy. Steps up in the pocket. Here comes Christy Bell. Heather Roy, bam! Opens it up. Bell almost gets in the end zone. What a downfield block by Heather Roy.
Beautiful block. And now it's another great opportunity for the Philadelphia Passion after the 16-yard run down to the 1 by Bell. They hand it off to Roach, but she is stopped in the backfield and dropped for a loss of 1 yard. Steinmetz in on that tackle.
Sage Steinmetz with great penetration. I cannot remember the last time I've seen Mary Rose Roach get stopped for losses like this tonight.
Lauren Ziegler, Janita O'Connor, trying to keep the Passion out of the end zone. Now facing a 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line.
Another wrinkle here by Philly. They got Megan Larson back in the Wildcat.
Larson, #1, taking the direct snap, looking for some room. She's in there. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And some extra going on after the whistle.
This is getting ugly, Van Earl. The ref's got to get in there. The ref's got to get in there. Where's the refs at, Van Earl?
There's Lauren Ziegler. There is Larson right there. They've called a touchdown. The flag is after the play. Ziegler in on the ugly.
A Wildcat, you got Mary Rose Roach blocking in front. You know Larson can run. She gets in. I love this little wrinkle they put in the passion offense.
On the defense, number 4. The try will be half the distance to the goal.
The penalty called against Sammy Nevin of Jacksonville. The touchdown run by Larson ties this game at 13 apiece, and now the Passion have an opportunity to capture their first lead of this football game as we hit the halfway point of the third quarter. Larson again lined up at quarterback. Philly trying for the conversion after their touchdown. Larson taking the snap, looking for some room, fighting her way into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the Passion have a 1-point lead at 14-13 over Adrian Purnell and the Jacksonville Breeze.
Larson is putting on a show. It's one heck of a 1-2 quarterback combination that Lance Smith has put in here.
The scoring drive for the Passion, 6 plays, 33 yards. It took over 4.5 minutes. Now KK Matheny and the Jacksonville Breeze take over on their own 15, 1st and 10. Handoff in the backfield to Turner. Lots of running room on the left side. Turner breaking through arm tackles, picking up 9 yards before being shoved out of bounds by Perfetto.
Great wham block up front by Sammy Nevin to free Turner for 9. This is a barn burner, Vandal. These two teams met in last year's Eastern Conference Finals, and they're going at it tonight. This is fun.
Like we said at the beginning of the broadcast, 2 powerhouse teams, not only in the Eastern Conference, but in the entire Legends Football League. 2nd and 1 for the Breeze. Steinmetz in motion. Inside handoff to Steinmetz, bulldozing her way up the middle, picking up a first down for Jacksonville.
Steinmetz is not a breakaway runner, but she is solid. 4 rushes, 23 yards, but 5.7 yards per carry. Solid running back for Jacksonville.
A gain of 8 yards on the last run by Steinmetz. Pushes the football down to the Philly 18-yard line.
Van Earl, this is like a playoff game right now. This is great LFL football. Matheny versus Christy Bell.
A little more than 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Matheny takes the shotgun snap, throws left, complete to Bryn Rinda. Rinda with a good run after the catch, but we do have a flag down on the field.
Illegal motion, offense, number 19. It's a 5-yard penalty.
So that 9-yard pass play will come back. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Breeze. Now working from the Philly 23-yard line. Matheny back underneath center. Inside handoff to Purnell. Lots of room on the left side. Taken down by Courtney Larson, but not after picking up 10 yards on a good run.
A nice misdirection play to Purnell. She comes the opposite side of the field all the way over. They got so many weapons. Both these teams, they're fun offense to watch. You got Purnell, you got Steinmetz, you got Bryn Renda. You don't know who's going to get the ball, Van Earl.
1 minute remains in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 5 for Jacksonville. 13 yards away from the end zone. Matheny back in the shotgun. Good snap. Looking to throw right side, overthrew Lauren Ziegler. Not too sure about the accuracy tonight of KK Matheny, Bobby.
Ziegler was there again. It's just a little hitch pattern. Matheny actually stepped into it, but then backed off, and the ball went right over her head. Sometimes, I think that concussion, she's worried about getting hit. Instead of staying in the pocket, stepping into the ball, especially on short passes like that, she fell backwards, expecting to get hit.
3rd and 5 now as the clock continues to run and the final seconds tick off here in the third quarter. There you see Matheny in motion, and it's Sheltrice Turner in the Wildcat formation for the Breeze, taking the direct snap, changing her direction, back up the middle. The Philly defense was all over that play. Looks like it might be a loose ball. No, Jacksonville retains possession, but Philly had that play from the get-go.
Not sure I like that call. I like everything else tonight, but when you put the quarterback in motion, everybody in the house knows who's going to get the ball. Turner got the ball, and Philly swarmed all over her. You can't do that kind of call. I don't like it.
We've reached the end of the third quarter. Jacksonville now trailing by a point. Adrian Purnell and the Breeze trying to retake the lead. Let's check in with Mitch down on the field.
All right, guys, down on the field, going into the fourth quarter, and I am with the Jacksonville Breeze leader, without a doubt, Ms. KK Matheny. First off, KK, I know you're coming off an injury. I know all that's behind you now. You're focused on this game. How big is this drive right here? Do you think the playoffs are on the line on this drive coming up?
Yes, for sure. We have to match every drive. This score, we have to score right now. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Okay, you guys seem committed. Best of luck. All right, guys, let's see how this pans out. Back to you guys.
Van Earl, KK Matheny gets so close to becoming an elite quarterback. She's right there. She needs somehow to pull games like this out. She hasn't done it yet. She's a solid quarterback. She can throw. She's a great leader. She's fiery. But somehow she has to pull games like this out.
And so far this season, she hasn't been able to do that. But here she is again with another great opportunity. It's 4th and 4. Crucial play for Jacksonville. They trail by a point. Matheny takes the shotgun snap, throws it right, complete to Purnell. Good gain, threatening the end zone before being shoved out of bounds, but takes it down to the 3-yard line.
Watch the pick by Sage Steinbeck. She comes inside, picks the middle linebacker. That lets Adrian Purnell wide open the flat for a first down. Great call.
Purnell full of intensity. Right now it's a 1st and goal for the Breeze. Threatening to retake the lead. Early 4th quarter. Shotgun snap and the handoff to Steinmetz right side. The bulldozer into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Just what the doctor ordered. You got to hand it to KK Matheny. She took the team straight down the field and gave it to the bulldozer, Sage Steinmetz. You can't stop her short of this. She needs 2 yards. She covers the football up, gets hit high, and carries her into the end zone. Sage Steinmetz, touchdown.
3-yard touchdown run for Steinmetz. The Breeze lead it by 5, 19-14 as they get ready to try for the conversion, but a flag and a whistle stops play. Looks like a false start.
False start. Number 10, offense. 5-yard foul. We're going to retry.
Van Earl, how many times have we talked about that? Jacksonville gets a big play, they get a touchdown. Instead of keeping the momentum, the mojo going, they get an offside penalty like that. That happened earlier tonight. It happened all season. KK Matheny's got to stop doing that. Get the team to play.
So the conversion now will be from the 6-yard line, making it 5 yards further for the Breeze to go. Shotgun snap, play action. Matheny looking to throw, right side, knocked away, broken up beautifully by the Passion defender, Tiffany Sullivan. So the score remains 19-14, Jacksonville on top.
That ball almost was caught. It bounced up, should have been picked off. Actually went right into the receiver's hand. Should have been points for Jacksonville. Big points they're going to need at the end of the game. Right now we got a barn burner.
Absolutely we do. Lauren Ziegler and the Jacksonville defense back on the field to try to slow down the Passion offense. 1st and 10 from their 15. Mary Rose Roach looking for running room on the left side, picking up blocks along the way. Great run by the Roach out to the Jacksonville 20-yard line. Plenty enough for another first down.
That was shades of the old Mary Rose Roach. Watch this, Van Earl. There's nothing there. This is how she used to run. Nothing there. 4 players, 5 players, 6 players all around her. Great cutback block. If she stays in bounds, she might go, but I think she still has to get in a little better shape. Uh-oh, Van Earl, what we got here?
Oh, my goodness. Lauren Ziegler flat on her back on the field. Shaken up. Wow. Being attended to by the medical personnel. The last thing Jacksonville needs right now with 5.5 left in the 4th quarter. But she's back on her feet. Looks like she was just shaken up a little bit.
I don't know, Van Earl. She's limping. It might have re-injured that ankle injury that she was out earlier in the year. In fact, she is limping. And she's the #1 free safety in the league. You hate to lose her at this time of the game.
1st and 10 after the great 15-yard run by the Roach. 1st and 10 from the Jacksonville 20 for Philly. Again, they put it in the belly of Mary Rose Roach. Nothing doing on the right side. Stopped for no gain. She takes a hit. It'll be 2nd and 10.
They've stymied the Roach all night. Mary Rose Roach, she just looks tired scared to me, Vander. I mean, she's having some great runs, don't get me wrong, but she's still not up to the level she was last year. It might be her being tired, but it also might be the level of the LFL players getting better and better and better. They've gotten up to Mary Rose Roach's talent.
2nd and 10 for the Passion. Christy Bell looking to throw, looking back over her left shoulder, complete and caught. Lindsay Nadonley into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
I cannot tell you how good Christy Bell looks. This is a different quarterback. Great coaching by Coach Smith. She looks so poised in the pocket. Watch this. She plants, throws back across her body, hits Nadonley for a touchdown. Christy Bell's on fire, Van Earl.
Beautiful throw by Christy Bell. And now it's Philly back on top by a single point, 20-19, as they line up for the conversion. Wow, this is a great back-and-forth contest.
Christy Bell, they lost to Los Angeles in the LFL championship last year. She told us on our interview that she wants the championship this year, and she's playing like it.
Every point right now so valuable. Purnell lining up to deny Philly the conversion. Megan Larson back into the Wildcat, looking to run right side. Oh, the fight into the end zone, and it's good. The extra point gives Philly a 2-point lead at 21-19. Great strong run by Megan Larson.
The whole stadium knew she's going to get the ball and run a quarterback sweep. Jacksonville was all over her, and somehow she got in for the conversion. Great play by Larson.
4:05 remains in Chester, Pennsylvania. When we come back, Jacksonville takes possession. Back at PPL Park, Adrian Purnell's been wearing a mic for us all game long. Let's listen in.
Watch the run! Watch the run. Outside. Outside. Hey, Brent, I need a touchdown out of you. You're going to lead it with her. Her. Get up off me! Get the fuck off me!
Boy, Adrian Purnell, always so intense, Bobby.
She fires everybody on that team up. Probably, as you say, one of the most intense players in the league.
I tell you what, this could be Jacksonville's season right here. 1st and 10, they take over with less than 3.5 to go. They're trailing by 2. They have got to win this game if they want to make the playoffs.
Again, can KK Matheny come through? Here we go again, another key drive.
Inside handoff on 1st and 10 to Sheltrice Turner. Modest gain of about 3 yards. Let's check in with Mitch, who has news on Lauren Ziegler.
All right, guys, spoke to league medical director Jeremy Fisher. Turns out Lauren Ziegler might have tweaked that ankle that had her out against Omaha. We'll see if she returns to this game. Back to you guys.
That could have a huge offensive effect on Jacksonville's team. She's a key element in that running game. Sheltrice Turner has to step up. We know Purnell can run. We know Steinmetz can run. But I'll tell you what, without Ziegler in there, that's huge.
2nd and 7 for the Breeze. Play action. Pass for Matheny, complete to Adrian Purnell on the right side. Good enough for a 1st down for Jacksonville. They're on the move.
This is why Adrian Purnell's a great tight end. She finds a spot, a hole in the defense, under the secondary, between the linebackers, and KK Matheny nails her.
We are hitting the 2-minute warning. Jacksonville trying to reclaim the lead after Philly took the lead with a beautiful touchdown pass from Christy Bell to Lindsay Nadonley. The Passion lead it by 2. Back at PPL Park, but hey, we want to remind you, next week, Annie Oler and her #1 ranked offense venture into Sin City to battle Nikki Johnson and the very scary Las Vegas Sin. That's next week on LFL Saturday Night Football, but this week, Bobby, we have got a dramatic conclusion. Jacksonville trailing by 2 with 2 minutes to go.
Van Earl, this game has lived up to all the hype. This is fun to watch, and this crowd's loving it.
Jacksonville in the red zone, 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. The pitch to Sage Steinmetz, racing for the pylon, knocked out of bounds, but not before she's able to pick up 6 yards and get it down to the 3-yard line.
Great play by KK Matheny. I hate running the option into the short side of the field, but she drew 2 defenders to her and pitched it. Great play by Kathy. They might go in.
Here we go. So far, so good for this very crucial drive for KK Matheny in Jacksonville. Not only crucial to this game, crucial for their season.
Van Earl, this is huge. I don't know if Jacksonville can do it. If they can, they got a shot to get back where they were last year.
Second and goal, some misdirection. The handoff to Steinmetz, but she is met in the backfield by Heather Perez and dropped for a loss as some extra gets going on after the whistle.
Offensive football, they broke the Cardinals' shin right there. You don't do reverses or mixed direction like that inside the 10-yard line. You're in the red zone. Attack, attack, attack.
The clock is running. Less than a minute and a half to go for Matheny and Jacksonville. Now facing a 3rd and goal. But after the loss, 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line.
I'm almost rooting for KK Matheny because she's been here so many times and never got it done.
No rooting in the press box. Snap to Matheny, looking to throw. Throwing in the end zone, intended for Bryn Rinda, overthrew her receiver, incomplete. Here we go. Here comes the season for Jacksonville. It is 4th and goal for the Breeze. 1:02 left. They're down 2, and the Philly fans trying to rally to their team's cause.
Gotta love the Philly fans.
Matheny keeping it herself, kicking the option to Sheltrice Turner, and she is stopped and denied. Megan Larson stepping up big, and once again, Jacksonville comes up short. The Philly fans are loving the effort from the Passion defense.
Megan Larson, she probably made Philly's play of the season. Watch this. KK's a little slow on the pitch. It was there. Larson comes up. Unbelievable play. That might have put Philly in the driver's seat for the playoffs.
And boy, does it just serve a huge blow to the championship aspirations of the Jacksonville Breeze. Right now, just really a matter of running out the clock for Christy Bell and the Passion as they line up in the victory formation and take a knee on 1st down.
You have to hand it to Christy Bell right there, the leader of this team, and also head coach Lance Smith. What an offensive scheme he put in. This looks like a completely different Philadelphia Passion, Van Earl.
As for Jacksonville, this is it. Their regular season is now done, so they're going to have to get some help to try to make it into the playoffs.
Van Earl, a couple weeks ago, Jacksonville was the #1 ranked team in the LFL. Now they're out. And on the other hand, Philadelphia's in the driver's seat. They're keeping up with Cleveland and Baltimore in the Northeast Division, and they're going after Atlanta. Who would have called the Atlanta Steam seated #1 right now in the East?
No doubt about it. The clock will run out. Christy Bell with handshakes all the way around. Jacksonville devastated after another huge defeat for their 2013 season. 21-19. Philadelphia wins it in this battle of Eastern Conference powers. Mitch Mortaza down on the field with a couple of stars from tonight's Philadelphia victory.
Guys, as you can tell, the excitement level down here on the field is peaking. Philadelphia just beat Jacksonville for a 6th straight time, but certainly wasn't expected to win tonight. Opening up a new stadium, finally back in your own backyard. How sweet is it, Christy Bell, to get this win?
It is amazing feeling. I mean, we came in at the halftime down a little bit, and we just came out. We knew we had to play our game. That's what we came out to do. And our fans got into the game a little bit more as the second half went, and we just came out here and really drove it down their throat. Coach gave us a couple times we could pass it off, and Mary Rose Roach in the backfield. I mean, can't stop her, no matter which of these things.
Go enjoy this one with your teammates, all right? And here we've got one of the new stars in the league, Miss Megan Larson. You had that drop last week that seemed to go everywhere, but you definitely made up for it and then some tonight. How cool is it to be in this new team, new atmosphere, and come away with the win tonight in front of this crowd?
It's awesome. I've never played on a platform like this, so it's amazing. The crowd was crazy. It was amazing. I just want to help the team, and I was glad I could do that tonight.
Excellent. Well, go ahead and enjoy this one with your teammates, okay? All right, guys, the East Heat continues to get more and more interesting. We don't know who's going to win on any given week. I guess that's why they play the games. Back to you guys.
Mitch, thank you very much. Jacksonville was looking good early, but then Philadelphia, in front of their home fans and in their new building, rallied to knock off the Breeze 21-19 and improve to 1-1. For Bobby Yuko and Mitch Mortaza, I'm Van Earl Wright. Thanking you so much for watching LFL Saturday Night Football.